gameplay video. Today we're looking at X-Plane and we're looking at a helicopter this time around. I thought I'd try something a little bit different after doing a lot of GA aircraft. I thought it might be interesting to try my first helicopter, and I have tried the default helicopters in X-Plane. I wasn't super impressed, to be honest, so I thought I'd get a payware aircraft or a helicopter, and this is the Dreamfoil 407, which is really cool, the Bell 407. And it is actually quite a nice helicopter to fly and has some beginner kind of setup, which makes it a little bit easier to fly. Doesn't help with landing all that much. That's probably the most challenging part about it, and we want to have a look at it today. So let's have a little look. We're going to take a quick spin around. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit shorter, these videos, but I really like to get your feedback on whether you think the videos need to be a bit shorter, a bit more detail, you know, whatever you'd like to see. I think they may be a little bit too long and I'd like to shorten them up a bit. So we've looked at this. You can see it's actually a very well designed model, but let's have a little look at some of the features. So right here on the front, we have this. You'll see you have these little hover points, which is a really cool feature about this aircraft. You'll see here over the fuel tank. This is cool, you know, like if you click on this, you get the fuel tank, and then you can click and fill this thing up, which is pretty cool. You can also get the options menu here by putting a GPU. You can turn the GPU off. You can have no skids. These fram dampers, oh, that's on the top up here. That's up here. Not sure what that's for. I guess it's to help with vibration or something. I don't know. Someone who flies helicopters may know, but that's kind of a nice little feature. Then you have these glass doors here where you see the bottoms of the doors get longer, which is cool. Gives you some nice visibility. Door V window. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's something inside the plane. I still haven't worked that out. Then you got floats. So you can have different types of floats here. We'll have a look at that in a minute. You can actually have the left-hand basket. What does the float look like on this side? Yeah, that's just the little floats. Your left-hand basket. You can have a right-hand basket here. Wire cutter, which is this thing here on the front. You can have this wire cutter. And what else we got? Tie downs, which is kind of cool. And the battery compartment, which is right here. And look at that detail. I mean, they've gone to, you know, some effort to make it look kind of cool and really well done. I like it. Okay, so that's kind of the options. What I'm going to do is take the baskets off, take the wire cutter off, tie downs. Rotor shadows, let's leave them on, and we'll leave the battery compartment. So you can also jump in the aircraft by clicking on the door here. And this is kind of cool. It floats you in, which is cool. You can have a look around the cockpit here or in the passenger compartment. I don't think there's anything you can really click here. But cool, you can open the doors like so. That's kind of really nice. That door opens really wide. You can open this door here. Very, very cool. So, shut this door. Alrighty. And let me just try and jump out here real quick. And we'll click the handle here, and that should shut this door. Okay, so here we go. I'll just try and jump around the other side. We can just click on the door here somewhere. There it is. And it'll take us inside. So this is the cockpit. Close this door. This door's now closed. You've got great visibility in here, which is really cool. So we have a light here for internally. But let's have a look at the cockpit. Now, just right up in this top corner here, where my mouse is, you can click that, and it gives you some options about changing the delivery, so you can see all the different looks you can get. I kind of like the yellow one. That's pretty cool. But they have lots of different ones. Black is pretty cool. I mean, kind of nice if you sort of rotate around the edge here. Yellow, alright. Then you got the stability control here, which you can have the arcade mode, rigid cruise. Now I believe this just makes things easy. You can adjust the pitch and stuff like that. You can switch arcade mode on, all that sort of stuff. What else is there? Field of view, quick views. I'm not going to worry about that. You can report on whether there's been any changes in the system here that you can exceed these maximums and crash your helicopter, which is fun. And then we got these options. I thought there was an option here for, okay, yeah, the Garmin here. So you can see down here, you can have the Garmin or no Garmin in the radio stack. You can do the rotor shadows and that from here. So that's kind of it. And that pretty much covers most of those. Now let's have a little look up here. We've got the overhead panel. These all do click in and out like your fuses. It's all simulated. You got your light here. But the main thing you need to be looking at is this. So you got your battery. So why don't we just sort of get ready to fire this thing up and see what it's actually like. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our battery, and this thing beeps a lot. So this is your horn cancel. So we're going to turn on the avionics, and we're going to turn on the generator. Now I don't know if this is the correct order for turning these things on, and I'm not trying to do this precisely. We'll turn our position lights, basically beacon. That's cool. We'll leave our hydraulics on. Now what you need to do is turn these instruments on. So this will work. Okay, so it also has the headphones here, which we'll check out. You can pull this knob here and this will reset this gauge. These are some things you can click on, although I haven't really played around with those. But what we're going to need to do to get this thing started, and I like to do the quick and dirty start method, is we're going to give this thing some fuel. Turn the fuel valve on. I have this, the collective, mapped to my throttle. So this is mapped to my throttle. I'm going to set this on idle. And then I have my other axis set on the collective here. Now there is also an option here for the trim and cyclic friction, but I really don't know what they are, and I haven't really used them. So I have to apologize about that. This is a quick and dirty version of getting this thing in the air. I have done a couple of flights and actually did manage to land a couple of times. The rest have been pretty big fails. Okay, so we've got our fuel on. We're going to turn some lights on here. This is just landing lights. We don't actually need those. Do we have any power? I've got my battery on, so we might need, I don't think we have enough amps over here, or some voltage. In that case, you can actually click here and let's, where's the GPU? Got a GPU here, let's see if that helps. Nope. It's going to be difficult. Okay, so we're back and we're going to see if we can get this thing working this time. I've just reloaded the plane. I don't know if that makes all the difference or not, but it didn't want to work that time around, so we'll see. So I'm going to put the generator and avionics on. I'll put our lights there. Let's get rid of this buzzing, which drives you insane. Here's our horn reset. Give ourselves some fuel. Set this thing to idle. And we should have a beacon on, which we do. And let's just try this. Okay, so it's working this time around. It didn't really do that much different. Okay. So we're just going to wait for this to settle. I don't know what the exact numbers are supposed to be, but what I'm going to do now is just give it some throttle. sure my collective's all the way down. The nav there. So there you go. We've got it fired up now, so I actually need to turn this gauge switches on here for this thing to be able to reset. It's all good. Very cool. What I wouldn't mind doing, I don't know why this thing doesn't stabilize. Just keep that pull on that lever there. I wouldn't mind just changing the time to early in the morning, so we can have a look at this thing at night. Okay, so I'm going to use my handy torch here, and what we're going to do is turn on the night light. So you can see this is what it looks like at night with the night lighting. Okay, so once we've done that, some other night lighting we've got is the cabin lights here in the back. As you can see, the cabin lights on. It's all good. You can also turn on our lights inside here. Lights. Hydraulics. As we flick this off, and just turn off our cabin lights there. This is what they look like. Turn the outside lights on, landing lights. This all looks good. So this is what we look like at night. Pretty cool. Alright, let's get back to daytime. So about midday. And we'll just switch off these lights here. Leave these on. Alright, passenger lights are off. And I'm just going to leave everything else good to go. We're going to flick this on here. Now, stability. I have arcade mode disabled. I'm going to keep it like that. It could be, this could go badly, but that's fine. Okay, so now I've got my throttle all the way full. We're gonna pull the collective up. But before I do that, I might actually just show you how you can inflate the floats here. Here's the floats, and to inflate these, you also have this little switch here. You flick that up, and you can just press that, and there we go, we have floats. Pretty cool. Okie doke, let's go with customize. Outside, I'll just pull these floats off. Actually come back up. I don't know how to make them small now. There is a way. I'm scared. There actually is a way to put these floats down, but I don't remember how to do it. Anyway, we're not going to worry about it. I did look in the instructions and there was a way to do it. So we're going to fly with the floats and fine. That's all. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to go with the floats. Let's turn the floats off. We'll just go with the standard skids, what they're called. Okay, so let's get up in the air. We're just going to lift up on the collective here, and we're going to get up into the air. And check out this airport, which is Avalon, which is southwest of Melbourne in Australia. So I'm just going to lift the collective up. Now we want to be careful not to get too much NG here, because you will damage this helicopter and explode the engine. Now look at the view you get out of this thing. It is really, really cool. So we've got our headphones on. Just tilt forward to get some speed up. We also lose a bit of altitude, but that's cool. It's pretty barren out here. Massive car park. Quite nice to fly and not too difficult. The biggest issue I've had is landing, which is quite hard. Now what I might do, have a little look at this thing on the outside. We're up in the air. Now helicopters are very easy to crash from the outside, which is why I've paused it. We can just unpause it to see how we go, but the views sometimes make it a little bit hard to fly from the outside. Oops. Something damaged the engine. Yes, we're going to have to make an emergency landing. So I think what I've done is I've overextended the NG. So we're probably going to do a pretty hard landing here. Have I? It still seems okay. So there we go. We did have the warning. What we'll do is we'll have a look at the report. Oh, we're coming down pretty hard. Yes, it crashed. That's what happens. Busted the airframe. Fantastic. Okay, so we're back here. Let's get this thing back up in the air. Get some fuel. Batteries on. Reset this. Not much fun, but it's actually a really cool aircraft to fly. I really like this this aircraft. I really like the helicopter. It's actually quite fun and a little bit different to a GA aircraft, which is kind of cool. Now I think we can look at the report here. Maximum G 6.1, minimum G minus 3.7, 4 crashes. Exceed the MGT, didn't exceed the NG, so maybe too much G's. That's the only thing I can think of. Reset this. We also have some throttle. And we're good to go. Let's see if we can get out of here. Put our headphones on. And let's give some collective. I'm just gonna don't crash into anything. Oh, lucky these things that fly through. Excuse me. So we got away with that one. I think I had too much G-force, which is what went wrong there. Really cool. It's quite a nice aircraft to fly. Just sort of tilt back a bit. Look at those views that are really, really cool. So looks like we've got a bit of water over here. Just tilt it forward to get some speed. So amazing aircraft. Very well done. Looks amazing inside. I really love the work these guys from Dreamfoil have done on this aircraft. I hope it is Dreamfoil. I hope that's the name. sure if I get this here and get the stability control. I'll set this on arcade, which is enabled now. It should just make it a little bit easier for me to get outside. Oops. Didn't like that. I don't know if this means we're going to have another crash. But it's like a store. What's this light say? Check instruments. Let's have a look at the report. Exceeded TRQ. Yes, it's not looking good for a second round. I'm just going to try and get down here, see if we can get down without crashing. As you can see, I'm not a great helicopter pilot. Oh, it's not looking good. There you go. Really sorry about this. As you can see, I am a crappy helicopter pilot. But the aircraft itself is still really cool. I've definitely had better runs in the past, which is kind of sucks in this video, but that's, you know, that's how I like to roll. You know, I can roll with that. It's not going to be a perfect run. That's fine by me. I'm cool with that. You know what? If you are a helicopter pilot or you're good at flying this aircraft, I'd love to hear your comments about what I might be doing wrong. Obviously, I've never been a helicopter pilot, and I don't think I'm, you know, an expert by any stretch. Which is fine. Let's get this thing up in the air one more time. We'll see if we can get another look at it. Let's have a little bit of fun. Alright, see if we can go from the outside. There you go. This is the. This is not going to turn out too good. We're doing it again. Well, definitely don't fly it the way I'm doing it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you thought the crashes were crazy, and we'll see you guys on the next one. See you next time.